Coming up in this episode of the Theme Park News Show, I share all of the details about Universal's new theme park. I also talk about Candymonium at Hersheypark, take a look at a huge new water coaster coming to Holiday World, and much more. It's Friday the 9th of August 2019, and this is the Theme Park News Show. I'm Sean Sandbrook and welcome to the Theme Park News Show. Now, as you may have already seen, all of the videos from our huge USA road trip are now online here on the channel. You can go to that playlist, go right back to the start of the trip and watch as we visit 20 different theme parks along with travel vlogs mixed in as well. It's all in order in that playlist and I highly recommend checking it out. But of course, moving forward from that, there's so much more to look forward to this summer here on Theme Park Worldwide. Yesterday, we uploaded a new vlog from Drayton Manor. Tomorrow we're going to have a new vlog coming online from Carter's Steam Fair. Sunday, a new vlog from Alton Towers that me and Charlotte filmed. And as we move into next week, we're going to be kicking it all off on Monday with a trip summary that me and Alex filmed. Sort of going through everything on the trip, the highs, the lows, the bits that we could have done better, and some of our massive highlights from it. So that'll be coming online Monday before Tuesday when we start with our next road trip. Me and Charlotte recently did a trip out to Europe where we visited the Netherlands and Belgium, and those videos are going to start to come online here on the channel from Tuesday. We go and ride some new rides out in Europe, such as Untamed at Wallaby Holland, Fury at Bobbejaanland Land, return back to some of our favourites such as Toverland and so much more, so make sure you check that out. Lots and lots of theme park news to talk about this week, so let's move straight in with news on the tracks. Let's start off then by talking about some of the biggest news in the theme park industry for a very long time. It's the announcement from Universal Orlando Resort on them building their 4th park. It all started with Universal Studios Florida. They then built Islands of Adventure. More recently, a water park known as Volcano Bay, and they've just announced Universal's Epic Universe, which is not just going to be a new theme park, but it's going to feature a new hotel, more infrastructure going in, and the main reason because of that is that it's actually going to be located away from the rest of the resort. It's going to be connected by a road infrastructure, but we can assume they're going to run buses down to it, and it'll have its own car parks and stuff down there as well. But yeah, this is a huge new project, so much more than just a theme park. But let me get you all excited and show you this concept art here, and wow, it looks incredible, doesn't it? I mean, I'm sure if you follow theme parks a lot, you will have seen this last week. The reason that I didn't cover it in last week's episode, like I say, I was actually away camping, so I recorded it a little bit earlier before the announcement. But I made my prediction and I said I'm pretty sure it's going to be the announcement of a new park. It's been rumoured for a long time, and it was, so you know, I'm very, very pleased. Let's talk about the name, Universal's Epic Universe. There was rumours of it being called Fantastic World. There's been rumours of a couple of other names, but no, it's Epic Universe. My thoughts on it is I think it sounds good. It's probably not the name what I would have gone for personally, but I think it sounds better than Fantastic World, so let me know your thoughts on the name in the video comments. But yes, this concept art for it, wow, like this shows the scale of this project. But what can we see going on here? So I'll leave this on your screen whilst I sort of go through bits. Let's start off by looking down the bottom left there where you can see the entrance to this. Looks like the iconic Universal archway, but with more of a modern twist on there. And you'll notice throughout that concept art a lot of water, a lot of like little rivers and lakes going through this new theme park. And it seems like it's going to have some big open areas. I'm imagining a little bit like Epcot, Future World there. You know how you got some big open areas. It looks like a fountain package there at the back. You know, like some sort of nighttime spectacular maybe going on there. But yeah, it looks like so much is going on here. At the back, of course, your eyes are drawn straight away to that huge Grand Hotel that we can assume is going to be a second entrance to the park for hotel guests, where you'll be able to come in from the back there. It looks like a circular park, a bit like Islands of Adventure, but maybe with an entrance at the back of the hotel, I guess, and the main entrance at the front. There's lots and lots going on in this, but if we focus on some of the individual areas, the show buildings, like there's some massive show buildings around the sides there that are going to feature indoor attractions, whether that be dark rides, potentially indoor coasters. Then you got to think about facilities as well, haven't you, such as restaurants, shops. A lot of that stuff going on. But yeah, there's a lot of show buildings around there. Let's also talk about what we can see coaster-wise. On the right-hand side of the concept art there, you can see what looks to be a double launch coaster. We say launch because you can't see any lift hills on the concept art. But as always, these are just concepts, so things can change. But it looks like definitely we've got 2 tracks there on that coaster. Could we be seeing like a new version of what was once one of everybody's favourite rides at Universal Islands of Adventure, Dueling Dragons? I mean, could we be seeing something like that? But obviously not an inverted coaster by the looks of it, but maybe a dueling launch coaster with some interactive elements. Certainly looks like it to me, so that's exciting. Just underneath that, looks like a family coaster is going to be going in there as well. You can see a completely separate track that looks like it dives in some sort of tunnel under the water. You can tell I've been studying this concept art for a while because I find it so interesting, and I can't wait to sort of see how it compares to the concept art when it's all put together and when it opens. But yeah, let's just look at what we're going to see now in terms of in this area. Universal haven't said much. They haven't sort of confirmed what's going to be in the land, in the different separate areas of the park. They've not said anything. However, there's a lot of rumours going around, so let's just touch on those now. There's rumours that it's going to feature Nintendo, Fantastic Beasts, How to Train Your Dragon, and Universal Classic Monsters as well. So, they are just rumours. However, I think we can definitely expect to see Nintendo there. And if you look at that concept art towards the top left, you can see what looks to be a Nintendo area, like all the mushrooms around and stuff. So, of course it is only strong rumours, but I look forward to hearing more on this. When's it all going to open? Again, we don't know when this is all planned to open by. They've not really said. However, I can expect this to open maybe within about 4 or 5 years. I don't think, they're going to knock it up really quick as in a couple of years. They're going to take the time with this. Universal do tend to build things quicker than Disney normally. However, with this, it really looks like we're going to be going down a full immersive theme park, hopefully moving away from the screens quite a bit with this. It looks like an epic park, doesn't it, from the whole layout of it. I really like the big open areas it seems like it's got as well, like the potential for this nighttime show with the backdrop of a hotel. It looks like there could be a couple of flat rides, maybe in some glass domed buildings. Honestly, my thoughts on this, it looks incredible. I think it'll be by far the best Universal park. And the good thing about this as well, it's given me like Tokyo Disney Sea vibes, which is crazy. Like, I'm hoping we see some original stuff in there as well, not all IP based. But no, I think it looks incredible, and Universal should be very, very proud of that concept art and release. And of course, here at Theme Park Worldwide, we're going to follow this development all the way through until the opening. I'll probably be there opening day for this one, whenever that may be. And of course, I'll cover it all here on the channel. But there you go, that huge announcement. Universal's Epic Universe coming to Florida at some point in the near future. Very exciting. So it was only a couple of weeks ago that I mentioned that Flamingo Land here in the UK had had their planning permission accepted for the new 10 inversion roller coaster. Since that was accepted, the park have now started to advertise the ride. So this is the first time that the park have officially gone out there on their social media and said, look, we're going to be building this new coaster and it's going to be opening in 2020. Now, if you haven't heard about it already, a bit of information about the ride. The coaster, what they're going to be getting is a near clone of Colossus at Thorpe Park. However, it does feature a few differences. It's expected to have lap bars. The first drop's a little bit different as well. It's more of a steeper drop instead of Colossus, where it's more gradual before it goes steeper and into the loop. It's going to sort of twist straight down and into that loop. So it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be very similar to Altair, that's at Cinecittà in Italy, and I did visit there a few years ago, so check out the vlog on the channel if you want to see that ride. I filmed on it and got lots of off-ride shots as well. That'll give you an idea as what we can expect here from this new coaster. Yeah, the ride itself, it's not brand new, however it's never operated before. It was bought by another park abroad. They didn't have the money to install it, so the ride's just been in storage since. So it's believed that Flamingo Land have got a cheaper deal on this ride. But nonetheless, it's brand new in terms of it's never operated before, so its operational life should be for many, many years. And I think this would be a great investment coming to the UK. It means we've got at least two big things coming, because we've got all the Tornado Springs at Paultons Park, this opening at Flamingo Land. We don't know when, but at some point in 2020. I'd imagine they're going to get moving quite quick with this now. Ground clearance and stuff started a few months ago. It wouldn't surprise me if we see it starting to go vertical within the next month or so. I really think we're going to see track arriving soon, and if so, I'll be straight up Yorkshire, up to Flamingo Land, and getting some updates for you guys. But yeah, exciting. The 10 inversion coaster coming for next year to Flamingo Land. Right then, another coaster to talk about, this time back over to the States and Hersheypark, where I'm going to give you a bit of information on Candymonium, which is a new B&M hypercoaster that's going to be coming to Hersheypark in 2020. Now, you might have seen that we did our vlog from the park. It went on last week, and check it out, because you get to see how the construction was then and how it's all coming together. This huge new area that's forming a new entrance to Hersheypark. You're then going to have like a carousel, a fountain, some new shops, and then this huge coaster that's going to be called Candymonium. Very interesting name, isn't it, for a B&M hypercoaster? But yeah, it's going to be the park's tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster. It's also going to feature the most airtime in the park. They've worked with B&M to really make this an airtime machine. So yeah, it's going to feature 7 camelback hills, a 123 degree hammerhead turn as well. And it's also going to finish with a banked curve over the new Hershey's Kisses fountain. So very exciting, isn't it? In terms of a few more stats for you with this one, it's 210 feet tall, 4,636 feet long, and it's going to have a top speed of 76 miles an hour. So it's going to be a great ride for the park. For me, I loved Hersheypark. It was incredible, but there wasn't like a massive standout coaster and a big one that really took away for me, and I thought, that's the ride for this park. Great Bear was my favourite there by a long way, but for me, a hypercoaster, it is a big signature ride for a park. I think of Portaventura, I think of their hypercoaster, Shambhala, and other parks around the world that have got a big signature ride. So I think this will be great for them. I think it'll be a really solid addition to the lineup. It's their 15th coaster. So yeah, very exciting for Hersheypark. And of course, I look forward to sharing any more updates as we get them throughout the winter here on Theme Park Worldwide. Up next then, Efteling have announced the closing date for Bob, which is their Intamin Swiss bobsleigh that opened back in the 80s. It is going to be closing on the 1st of September this year, so only a few weeks to go to ride it. They announced quite a while back that this was going to be happening. The ride's just become too old. It goes down quite a lot. A lot of money would need to be spent on it to keep it going. So they decided to remove the ride, but they are going to be building a new attraction called Max and Moritz, which is going to be 2 powered coasters from Mack Rides that will sort of intertwine with each other. They're going to utilise Bob's station but extend it a bit more. And yeah, we've actually got a logo for Max and Moritz released now. Here it is. Quite like that, actually. I think it'll fit in quite nice with Efteling. Got quite a good backstory to it as well, fitting in with all the theme of the park. And yeah, 1st of September will be your last chance to ride Bob before it will be removed, and this will be opening in spring 2020, so quite a quick turnover for this one from Efteling. But yeah, certainly looks very exciting, the new ride. It's a shame that we're losing Bob, but at least they're replacing it with something straight away. We've not got to wait like a year gap. They're going straight in and replacing it, and as always, we'll keep you updated here on the channel. Now, the final piece of theme park news this week that I'm going to talk about is a new water coaster coming to Holiday World over in the USA. Again, it's a park we visited as part of our USA road trip, and you can see our vlog from there that we filmed a few weeks ago, and it's online here on the channel. But yes, this park in general was lovely. I mean, it wasn't particularly heavily themed, but it had really friendly staff. It had free Pepsi, like free soda going around the park, free parking, free sun cream. It was amazing. We really enjoyed it, and it's home to one of our favourite ever roller coasters, the Voyage. But I'll be talking more about that when we do this summary video that will be going online on the channel on Monday, so check that out. But yes, they've announced Cheetah Chase. It'll be their 3rd water coaster, what they've got there, because the water park and the theme park all combines together. It's all part of the same admission fee. But yes, Cheetah Chase is going to be a special one because it's going to be the world's first launched water coaster. There's going to be 2 next to each other, and they'll launch off together, They go through different funnels and things, and then they'll sort of go past each other as well, creating some interaction that should be really cool. The left track's going to be 851 feet. The right track's going to be 1 foot shorter, 852. So you know, it's going to be very similar layouts, but they're going to, like I say, pass each other, go through some different elements as well. You know, opposites basically as they come round. So I think it'll be a great addition. The top speed's going to be 30 feet a second. That's around 20 miles an hour. And the highest uphill blast will be 27 feet. There we are, an uphill blast. Gotta love one of those on a water coaster. The boats themselves will hold up to 3 people in a toboggan style seats, you know, so you'll all be sort of in a line together with a seatbelt on as well. So you're going to need it on this with the launches. I think it'll be great. I mean, we managed to do one of the water coasters there. The other one, we got rained off, a big storm came in and it was shut for the rest of the day, sadly, as you'll see in the vlog. But, you know, I think this would be a great addition for them. It's clear that the water park is the big focus there. That gets a lot of people. The theme park, with it all being combined, a lot of people go to the water park and they sort of do the rides here and there, but they don't really get big queues from what we saw. But yeah, I think this would be really good. Cheetah chase, and you've seen some footage of it there on your screen over the past couple of minutes whilst I've been talking about it. I think it'll be a great addition to the park. But yeah, that's coming to Holiday World and opening in 2020. It's now time to move on with the show with Where Am I? Where am I? So yes, welcome to Where Am I? The part of the show where you guys comment down below where I am in a zoomed in photo. However, some of you out there managed to work out this one very, very easily, even though I thought it was a hard one myself. But there we go. It's a photo that was only took the other week when me and Charlotte were actually on our road trip. So yeah, I'm not actually on my own in this. It's a bit of my cap that you can see. But there you go. That's what I showed you guys. A bit of my cap. In the background there, you can see a little bit of the entrance to Wallaby Holland, because that is where we were in last week's photo. And of course that Where Am I featured Charlotte as well. So there you go. Charlotte does so much for the channel. She's my wonderful girlfriend, but she's also the admin. She does all the messages, all the stuff what you see in this show at the end, what you guys send in, photos, birthdays, special occasions. Charlotte puts all that together, sends it to me, where I film it here for you guys. But there we go. So thanks to Charlotte for everything she does. Got to give her a little feature in Where Am I? But of course, let's have another one for next week. So here we go. Where am I in this photo? It's just for fun. Comment down below and I'll reveal exactly where I am in next Friday's video. So welcome to your theme park moments, the part of the show where you guys get to send in your photos, whether you've got an on-ride photo you want to share with everyone, a selfie at the front of your favourite ride, whatever it is and it's theme park related, get it sent in to us. Also, if it's your friend's birthday, a special anniversary for someone you know, we also do those as well. So get them sent in to us. It's via Facebook and Instagram. Just search Theme Park Worldwide and you can see the links down below in the video description. Right then, here we go. Let's start off with a photo here from Chris, who is on Untamed at Wallaby Holland, and of course that vlog's coming up next week here on the channel. We then got Mark with a stealth on-ride photo, and then we've got Robert at Thorpe Park there as well. Moving on, we've got Chris and Frankie also at Thorpe Park. We then got Callum at Portaventura just there, and then we've got Giorgio with a saw on-ride photo. Moving on from that, we've got Luke and his dad on Red Force, of course at Ferrari Land at Portaventura. Then we've got Ryan at Fantasy Island. Up next then we got Sophie and Robert at Disneyland just there. I hope you had a wonderful time and got to see Mickey, of course. And then we got Ray, Dee and Zach at Six Flags over Georgia. Moving on, we got Zach with a Fury 325 on-ride photo. Next up then we got Aaron, who had a picture with Harry Turnstiles himself on the turnstiles at Alton Towers. Love it. And then you got Megan and Imogen, who had a picture there with me. Moving on, we got Katie with an icon on-ride photo. Then we've got Ethan and Lauren just up next at Pleasurewood Hills. Moving on, we've got Jake and Ree at Portaventura just there in Spain. We then got Ray and Zach at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Can't wait to visit. We then got Zach and Lee at Universal Studios. And moving on from that, we've got Dylan at Alton Towers just there. Up next, we've got Jenny with a rattlesnake on-ride photo, and look at that, it looked like you're really enjoying yourself down the front row, I love it. Up next then, we've got Lucy with a picture at Legoland. Then we've got Kate and family who had a picture there with me and Charlotte. Of course, if you do see us at the theme parks, come and say hello. If you want a picture, you can do, or just come and say hi to us. It's always great to meet our fans of the channel. Moving on then from that, we got Gary, Mark and Oliver on the Alton Towers log flume. Old photo there. I love it. Way before it got changed as well in 2004 to the flume. It's before that, so I love it. Thanks for sharing that one. Rare photo. We then got Mark and Wessel with an Untamed on-ride photo. Ryan and Lucy had a photo there with me. Then got Alfie, who had a picture at Creeley. And then we got Thomas and family at the Magic Kingdom just there. Moving on, we've got Jeannie, Nick and Gary outside the Beast just there as well. Or is it Carey? Sorry, I think I said your name wrong. I think it's Carey, but there we go. Thanks for sending that one in. And then we got Lonnie, who had a picture there with me. And moving on, we've got John, who had a picture with me and Alex. Up next then, we've got Jack, who had a picture with me and Charlotte. Then we've got Ian at Holiday World just there. And then we've got Chris, who had a picture with me and Alex. We spent some time with him on the trip and it was amazing. Great to see you. We then got Taylor and Oliver on Spinball Whizzer. And then finally we got Mim and Nim on Saw the Ride just there at Thorpe Park. I want to say some big happy birthdays then to Kevin, Ollie, Rio, Joel and also to Matt Stevens as well. Heard you're a big fan of the channel. Thanks to all of you for watching and yes, happy birthday to you all. There we go, we have reached the end of this week's episode. I'll be back next Friday with another episode of the Theme Park News Show. In the meantime, if you're going out there to the parks, hope you have an absolutely fantastic time. It's summer holidays, get out there, make the most of it. The weather might not be absolutely amazing like it was last year, but you've got to remember, even if it's raining, the parks are normally still open and usually very quiet as well. So have a great summer everyone. I'll be back next Friday with another episode, and that means it's time to cue those credits.